can't believe I'm saying this, but welcome to my channel! For those of you who don't know, I used to make a lot of YouTube videos, but that was like 10 years ago. And recently one of my friends told me that I should actually really make like bookish content on my YouTube channel, because I could literally go on for hours about bookish content and no one is going to sit through a 20-minute video on Instagram about a book, you know. So welcome to my new series. I don't know what I want to call it yet. All I know is I'm going to be making most of my bookish content, reviews, recs, just literally anything and everything on my YouTube channel. I've been promising everyone on my bookish account that I'm going to be doing reviews and recommendations and everything, and your girl has just been busy, okay? So busy that it took her 3 months to read these 2 books. It's so crazy. Can I tell you guys, I've been in the biggest reading slump of my life, and it's so sad because it's not because of these books. I was just in the reading slump because of life. It got so busy, 10,000 things happened. I didn't have a car, I got a new job and I got a car. Everything has just been really crazy. But I finally finished the Shepherd King duology, and it was so good. I decided I'm going to make this my first recommendation / review. I have so many other, I want to review and rec all of my other books, but I just finished this one, so it's the freshest in my mind, and I can't shut up about this. Let me tell you, I sent my best friend a video voice note when I finished this of me crying at like 12 a.m. crying over the ending of this duology, and the next day she bought both books. This is the Shepherd King duology by Rachel Gilling. It's One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. It's quite a short duology and it is complete, which is amazing. This is single-handedly the most unique magic system I have ever read about. I heard everyone talking about it before I read the book, so I was like, can't be that cool. It is so unique. I've never heard, never read, never just anything like a magic system in this series. And you truly don't know what's going to happen until the end, and you only find out about everything in the very end. I think I rated One Dark Window 4.5 stars, and I rated Two Twisted Crowns 6 stars. Yes, I know, 6 stars. That's not a light rating to give. But guys, how the whole story just came together, how it ended, everything connecting together was just insane. And I really didn't think it was possible for 2 350-page books. I mean, I am used to reading Crescent City and Throne of Glass and like Book of Az and alchemist-sized books. So I was like, surely this tiny series cannot be that good. Full disclaimer, it is. It really just is that good. Without spoiling any of the book, this is basically about a town and it's like magic infested, and there was this like Shepherd King and he created cards that allows magic, but it's very unique and interesting because it's the whole play of nothing is for free. Magic isn't good or evil, it's simply just balance. Nothing is free, you have to pay a price for anything and everything. So if you get magic, you have to pay the price. It's a very good balance in even with the cards like the degeneration. If you use the card for magic, something equally as bad has to happen to you as well. And then people that's infected are born with magic and they degenerate as well as they use their magic, but it's seen as foul and it's seen as not good. If they find out you are born with the magic or get the fever that gives you the magic, they literally unalive you. So it's a very cool and interesting duology, and I really like it as well because the first book is about like the subplot of this is a high fantasy, gothic high fantasy in my opinion. I wouldn't really call it high fantasy, but it has romance subplots. The second book is a little bit more into it than the first one, but the first book is the like romance between the main characters, and then the second book's romance plot is about the secondest main characters, if that makes sense. So that is why I love this duology so much. There's just so many reasons. I really could not give it a fault. So there was a few things that you could predict, but it's not the end of the world. It was still 100% one, in my opinion, a god tier series. And I've only ever given that to 3 series slash books, which is Throne of Glass, Alchemized, and now this one. Let's talk about the characters. Now, the characters in this book and this duology is so interesting because they're all morally grey. Every single one. There's no goody good shoes or someone's evil. Everyone, every character is morally grey, and that's so refreshing and so interesting because it makes them feel more human. No one is entirely good or entirely evil. Everyone makes mistakes, and it makes the book feel so much more real and so much more relatable. I genuinely enjoyed the characters, the balance of them, the balance of using the characters, the balance of their personalities so much. I can't even tell you. The world building is so immersive without being overwhelming. I mean, it's just two books. The world building can't be that much, but it's very balanced, which I enjoyed a lot. Let's talk about the romance aspect. So in my opinion, it was very slow burn, okay? It was very slow burn, but it was so good. The pacing of it, the timing of everything, especially in the second book. Oh my goodness, guys. I am so sad I didn't make tabs in this book. It's just because I was really too lazy. But when I'm going to reread it, this whole book is going to be tabbed. I can't. I literally cannot. The placing and the pacing of the romance of the slow burn of the second book. I had to write this down because there's just literally so much. But the themes in this book is sacrifice, identity, power, control, family expectations, fear, love versus duty, the cost of survival, human versus monstrosity, trust, acceptance. There are so many themes in this book, and they're all so good. And then lastly, why this duology stood out so much for me is because it was very different to basically all of the books I've ever read. Once again, like I said, the magic system is the most unique magic system I've ever read about. It doesn't rely on common fantasy cliches at all. Like, it really doesn't. The writing style is so beautiful and even lyrical, but still easy to read. Like, really easy to read. The atmosphere and the vibe and the plot, everything has you so hooked and so intrigued from the beginning of the first book to the very end of the second book. Like, I cannot tell you guys how just amazing and intriguing it is. If I wasn't in a reading slump, I would have devoured this series in a weekend flat. Because let me tell you, I took like 2 days to read the first book, didn't read for like a month and a half, and then I literally read this one in like 3 days. And that's with me working like 50 hours a week. Anyways, that was my first like book recommendation, book review I've ever done. Let me know how I did, because I don't really know how these things go. I kind of just like made it up as I went. But this is my first one. I would recommend this 1,000 times over, guys. This is literally my top 3 reads I've ever read. It's so beautiful. It's so amazing. I can't stop saying enough good and beautiful things about it. I can't wait to reread it so I can tab everything, because especially in the second book. Also, there's so many POVs. I think there's like 3 or 4 POVs, which is very nice. We love dual POV. We love it so much. I can't forget. I can't believe I forgot that. Anyways, that was my first review and recommendation. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. And yeah,